Hello, my Libras. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do you all's weekly general love reading. This will be from the 14th of November up until about the 21st to the 22nd for you all. Just from the day that I'm recording this video, actually the time it is, we're here, it's like midnight 01 here in Houston, so it'll be from like the 21st to the 22nd, since we're already carrying over into the 15th, But this is an interesting reading, I will say. By the way, this is for Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. I read for the Jupiter alignment as well, and this can go for your tropical birth chart or your Vedic astrological birth chart. If you know both, that's great. It's always better the more you know about yourself and the different pieces of the composition that is you, the music and sound that is you, the essence that is you. Cross watchers, you are welcome to this video. I'm going to be reading from the perspective of the Libra, and I mean, this has Libra's energy all over it. The only cross watcher who'd be relevant from this energy I've meditated on is the new energy coming in, and I'm just going to go ahead and give that spoiler because Spirit says to. If you do resonate with any of the messages or the entire message of this video, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and leave your comments as well. Let me know what's on your mind and on your heart. So just to get into what I pulled to meditate on after shuffling, we'll further the reading with different decks, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Mama took the deck, y'all. Yay! And I love them all. But I think, we got a lot of them off screen here. But I think what I'll do to pull the further messages, it'll be from my first deck here, my Gypsy Sibylla Oracle. We're going to do that. To go ahead and get into what I have for you, I'm going to move Guinevere real quick. We've got the 10 of Swords with the 4 of Swords reversed, the Wheel of Fortune card, and the 3 of Cups in the top row. Beneath that, we've got the 7 of Wands in reverse, the 6 of Cups in reverse, the Fountain card, and the Page of Coins. And then below that, we've got the King of Swords, okay? This is bringing us to the energy here, this King of Swords that will tie us into this Guineverean energy. I just decided to make up that word. But yeah, for the card of Guinevere. Now, it's interesting. I was almost brought to tears, but I had to hold myself back. Libras, Libras, Libras. I mean, if you haven't heard it enough, the transformations that you've been making are profound. Like if you saw even the last reading that I did for y'all, like the healing is insane. And it's not often, I mean, it happens a lot, but it's not that often to where you get a certain reading for a sign and then it just follows up so strongly by the time you get to the bonus or the weekly or whatever it is. Usually it'll be like more tea on, just other things going on in your life, or just more in just whatever. But I literally feel like we're picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago. Okay. The 10 of Swords here with the 4 of Swords in reverse. It shows we're starting this reading off, okay, from where we left off, like in kind of what we were talking about as far as Libras there's been so much burden and pain. Like the pain that you've experienced is almost just a thing of its own when we start to talk about how it affected you, how it weighed you down, how it had you in your saddest of moments. And I just think that people don't even know how much y'all have had to get through emotionally, okay? From heartbreak that you experienced. Now, for many of you, I feel this is definitely due to just having to make peace with letting go of a situation, and you're just finally over that curve, kind of like we talked about. But also, for those of you who have experienced a loss of a loved one, I am very sorry about that. I do see that for some Librans here, especially by the time we get to the Fountain card here. It means a lot of different you know, it mean a lot of different things in application, but there, and I've pulled this card a few times already since using the Fountain Tarot, but the way it's striking me now is just, along with Ten of Swords, Four of Swords reversed, Wheel of Fortune, you know, it's talking about like a spiritual transformation, but like that type again. So if somebody had to, you know, transition, and that has been very hard for you, my sentiments and condolences. For others of you, and I'm a Libra rising, by the way, so, and I don't resonate with that part, but I just want to say, like, I feel my Libras, because, you know, we share that energy, that Libran energy. But others of you, yeah, you've really just not only had to get over relationships that, you know, were not only cyclical, but, you know, just kind of perceivably negative in those cycles, you know? Like, when we talk about getting away from those things, and then we talk about dealing with the heartbreak, and then we talk, like, because there's that period of when things are done and you really have to put the nail in the coffin, and that's when things are really hard. So I think the aftermath, like the period of you being strong, has been the true testament to everything. You know, you've kind of proved your strength to yourself, is what I'm getting. Others already underestimated you, and they were fools, and you knew they were fools, because you know a certain degree of your strength. But the universe said, now it's time for you to find out exactly how resilient and how strong you are. And it's brought you a lot of tears and a lot of heartache and a lot of sadness. Because most of these things could have possibly been from you beating yourself up. You thinking about, why am I attracting this? What kind of person must I be? I know who I am. I'm a loving person. I'm a fierce person. I'm a loyal person. I am a funny person. I'm all of these things, you know, and you sit back and you just wonder why you attract what you attract. But again, it's to teach you those lessons that truly allow you to see how strong, powerful, and resilient you are. So it all comes back around, you know, all comes back around. And that's also what I'm seeing with the Wheel of Fortune energy, is not really about a tide shifting, but things coming full circle as far as deeper realizations, okay? But yeah, it's crazy because, you know, like I've said in many videos before, this retrograde is different for a lot of us, okay? Like, we're not victims of this shit. We're being blessed during these times. There might be miscommunications going on. There might be, you know, other happenings that are reflective of the energies, but, you know, there's Mercury in Rex, Scorpio. Yeah, I like to short name things sometimes. I'm a Migos fanatic, so, you know. We can get into that later. However, I don't know, dude. I really just feel as though many of y'all are just like realizing how to have fun again. Like, you're getting to that point where you just like, this is literally the end. This is literally the finish line. You've been putting so much dedication and work into transforming who you are again. That was my crazy cat. You know, you've been transforming who you are to make sure you don't attract these things to your life that make you sad, that don't fulfill you, or that don't give reciprocity. And also, again, you're not allowing other people's baggage to become your own, to where you start to second guess like how wonderful you are. You're seeing things differently, and you're also realizing why these lessons had to be learned. And, you know, if this can help you, take this with you. I say this to a lot of friends, and I'm not the originator of it, but it's something that, you know, is very much a part of my energy to express to, you know, the energies that I care about, the people that I care about. I say, hey, did you ever, like, look at anybody that is an inspiration to you, is a hero to you, is a guide, is a leader, any of those things. Name one who did not have a past, a trying past, where they had to be triumphant and where they had to persevere to get to where they are. Anybody you look at, whether you like them or not, had a past that, again, if they're of any influence of you, but if they're any influence Two, you probably like them, but you know, again, like when we think about very powerful or successful people, whether we like them or not, like they still had an interesting past. Like, for example, our president, you know, we can talk about how he's had like a spoon in his mouth all of his life, his parents are rich and blah, 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 blah. But hey, one thing that we definitely know as spiritual folks is that doesn't give you a happy life or an easy life, having money. It's nice. And for people like us who put in the work spiritually to make sure our heads are on better, we know we could do better with the money if we had it. And I think that's why we say things like that, you know, because we're judging it off of us. But yeah, no, I mean, that doesn't do it for everyone else. And, you know, there are just a lot of people, no matter how they're perceived, that influence whoever it is, that are strong figures for people that had a past, you know, any musician, any artist, a lot of politicians, whatever it is, it just is the way it is, you know? Okay, kitty. Anywho, I don't know what he's doing. It's just like, it's so much more profound than you just putting yourself out there again. Like, it's a whole new life as far as these little baby steps that you notice that you're taking. It's like day by day. Maybe you're saying to yourself like day by day. And you're going out and you're on the jogging trail like you used to do, or something that you started doing, or you're going and you're taking classes for Pilates or yoga, and you're getting out and you're, taking care of your body that way, and you're meeting people and you're connecting with like-minded spirits and individuals. You are being more sociable, so friends are like, whoa, so surprised, like, where you been, Libra? You calling me up? You want to hang out? You want to have a glass of wine? Or you want to party? Or you want to do this? Okay, what the fuck got into you? Did you get some good dick? Did you get some good vajay? And Libra's just like, no, like, just happy again. And then your friends are like, oh wait, and they kind of get more serious about it. Because even the people closest to you are starting to see like, whoa. Through them seeing how you're coming out of the period you're coming out of, like, remember when oh my God, because I said, like, people don't even know the shit you're going through. They don't even realize, right? They don't even know. But that point where, it's like that point where, oh, my mind races so fast. I'm a Gemini moon, y'all. It's that point where they see, that you're coming back out and around and you're communicating and being, available and stuff like that. And through your communication with them, they're tossing out the jokes. Oh, like I said, bitch, where you been? Blah, 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 blah. And you just hit them with that real response. It's just like, yeah, I'm just happy again. It's almost like a tearing feeling. Because, that's when people are like, oh shit, my bad. I was just joking around. It's so good to see you. That's when they see, or, they see through your expression or feel energetically the shit you've been through. They're like, damn, it was like that. Word. But again, Libra is like, strong being. So people really don't know. You can't show, not only can you not show the world your weaknesses, you got other people to be strong for. You got shit to balance out in this world. You got kids. You got all of these different things that don't allow you to have that energy take over you to where people can really see it like that, You were ruled by the scale, so you have to maintain some sort of balance, even if it's just perceived, And I can say that as Libra rising. People are like, oh my God, you like yourself? Oh my God, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, you ain't all lies, but you still haven't seen behind the curtain. Like, you don't know. You don't know. But, yeah, especially as a Taurus sun with a Libra rising, I'm like, you really don't know, bitch. Shit's intense. But to further on this reading, many of y'all, like, when it comes to love, I don't see have been terribly focused on love. It's really been about healing. It's really being about, like, being real with yourself and taking care of all of the things that are important to you. spiritually, taking care of your health, taking care of your body as well, all those things. Open to love. Love's been on your mind. It's not like you just robotically go about your life not thinking about love like we all do, but it just hasn't been at the forefront. And it's not in a way that you're giving up on it at all. Again, you're open to it, but if you've never realized it as much before, you're definitely now just understanding the importance of loving thyself, nurturing yourself. And as a Taurus with Libra rising, like, it's down to the little things. Because as I say that, I just had a moment of that a minute ago. Because when I'm stressed, when I'm anxious, I'll just go out, some nights, and I will just have a few glasses. And I've been telling myself, like, because even to help me sleep so I can, like, get out of my head sometimes when I can't relax it. And, I have my very healthy ways of doing that too. But, as a human, sometimes I do that. And I'll just be like, dude, I really need to figure out a way to not do this. Like, if I do it socially, like, just because of whatever, then, like, sure. But I want to, when I get off of work or when my day is over or whatever it is, I want to enjoy home. This is what I bust my ass for. This is where I love. I'm creating a world here. Guys, I just moved into this new home here, like, a few months ago. And, I've cultivated the energies, don't get me wrong. But I have always been a homebody. And it's just like, I'm sitting here trying to cultivate this world here because the home is the haven. But I'm not here to fully enjoy that. You know what I mean? So, like, and when I say fully enjoy that, I mean, like, just appreciating the little things, like I said, like when I went over to my bed and I made it. Because when I got up and went to work, I didn't make my bed or whatever, so I just made it now. Because I always do that. Like, if I leave it unmade during the day, I'll come home and then I'll make it, even though I'm probably gonna go to sleep in a few hours or whatever. But it's like I just need to visibly see it made at some point in the day. But I just went over there and I felt my fabrics and I sat. My fabrics feel like my blankets and my pillows. And I just sat and I appreciated it. It could almost make me cry right now. Like, I'm really feeling it. And I've worked hard to get to that point. And this is where I feel like I resonate with this message, like with y'all Libras, like being comfortable in the skin and the things that are yours, and just the sound of your air conditioning and the feeling of your blankets and the taste of that food you cooked that you didn't let go to waste, that you actually ate because you knew you made it with love. And also, you work hard for your money, so you just can't let that shit fly by the wayside. Like, this is about loving you and everything that's around you. Hell, I'm being soothed by my own voice right now. And I thought of this like 10 seconds ago when I was talking. I was like, damn, Damien. Like, but that's the thing, that I miss. I miss being captivated by me, swooned by me, and adorning everything that I have built to surround myself with, And it's powerful, Libras, because we get these readings and sometimes you really don't feel them. Sometimes they just don't hit home. It's because, you're hearing some good stuff, but then it's like the moment you go through that shit, if it's a message meant to resonate with you, that's when you're like, yes. So if this doesn't hit home, it's okay. Come watch this in a week from the first time you see it. Watch it the next day after you sleep on it. A month from now, whatever. Whenever because you can feel it resonate, and you can give that like, and you can subscribe because it's for you. Because I've done that before. When it's shit, I've been like, okay, I resonate with this. I don't feel like, clearly I haven't really experienced this. Just like, I remember my life, like up until however long ago. Like, well, when I say like, because, high school was crazy. Girl, we was getting fucked up. But you know what I mean? Like, I remember my life. Haven't gone through that, but I resonate. So I'm going to show love to this. And then I swear it'll be like a month later and I'll be like, yo, yas, this was it, yas. So you know, as you do that, man, and I think this was Gemini's weekly as well. They had some energy similar to what I'm about to say in there, and it might be in your chart, so you could, you know, and it might apply for you. Think of it like that, because I'm a Gemini moon, like I just told y'all, and this part that I'm about to say resonates with me too. But it's like the moment you fill yourself with like the love, like you fill your cup with your own love, and you sipping from that, and every sip you take, you still got the same amount of full cup of love. Like it's just there, never depleting. No matter how many sips you take to nourish, you know, that's when love comes in, boo. And I feel like somebody has been watching you so fucking hard. So fucking hard. You've had a lot of people watching you, and that was the one of the first intuitive messages. I think it was like the third intuitive message that I picked up on before I hit record. You got a lot of people watching you. But there's a particular person that is not finna be backburnered, side-holed, sidelined, sidetracked. They ain't finna be the next door nigga, if you know what I mean. None of it. They are going to be the one in that house with you, not the next door nigga, if you know what I mean. You are living in your truth so strongly, and this person sees it. And when I'm telling you, like, it's like this person already has a life planned out with you. Like they already know where they see you in theirs. They already know what they're about to contribute. They've foreseen the future. If this person has never felt that they were prophetic before, they feel prophetic now. I hope y'all caught that I said prophetic and not pathetic, because I feel like they sound similar. Prophetic. And I'm tired, so I'm probably throwing words together. But it's but they feel that now. Like they know they've been studying you, boo. They've been studying you, and they're trying to wait for the right time to come in with this solid offer. Don't worry, y'all. This isn't one of those readings where, oh, they just wish they could tell you how they feel, or here's what they're not saying, or they really love you deep down. None of that. I'm not gonna lead you on that, because I know it. Because when we get those readings, sometimes it's like, damn, okay. So if I'm seeing this reading this many times, and I feel like I'm resonating with it, clearly it's the energy I'm part of. But I want to remove myself from people who don't speak up about that. Like I'm over that shit. It's not cute anymore, right? Well, this is the point where you reach that. This is the point where. Because it's like, imagine this person that's coming in feeling the same way as all that, but they're literally planning, and soon it is coming. This King of Swords is soon going to communicate exactly what it is they feel for you. Now, it's not the most emotional king, the most, what would be the appropriate word? I'm not going to say affectionate, but yeah, kind of like that. Like, they're not the most, outwardly expressive person when it comes to love like that. I mean, hell, shit, King of Pentacles, I think is more available in that way than the King of Swords. Definitely the King of Wands and Cups, though, but I actually think the King of Pentacles got the King of Swords beat on this shit. But come to think of it, right, y'all? But they're sure. This is a very intelligent person, and I'm actually getting that they do have an emotional intelligence, but I think it might not be seen right off the top. I think that's something you're going to come to know. But they're emotionally intelligent, very passionate being. They're very strong-minded, but there's a malleability there. And I really feel like if you and them were one, like they see you and the way they feel about you, it's almost even, it's kind of interesting, because it's like deeper than me and this person. It's almost like they have this idea of y'all being one. Okay? Y'all being one, even closer than that. Like, let's go there. Let's talk about having sex. Let's talk about making love. Now, I'm sure women have felt this too. And for my men watching, I know that perspective, and I've talked to my homeboys about it. I've never talked to my girlfriends about it, but like, maybe I should. Yeah. But anyways, you know, like, it's not like I made it in intention not to. It just didn't happen that way. But, and I'm close with my girlfriends and anything. It's weird. But have you ever just made love with somebody? And of course, you know, bodies are conjoining when there's penetration and stuff, but there's this huge desire and passion to like, if you're a man, you're thrusting as deep as you can and you're pulling her or him or whoever it is in as tight as you can, and that sweat and those pheromones are exchanging, and it's just like yas. And then if you're a woman, you know, you want him or her just like as in you or on you as possible. And it's just like, it's that feeling of like that heightening pleasure where you two are literally trying to become one. You know what I mean? Because like energetically and spiritually, like you are at that point, especially when there's deep love involved. But to where it trickles down to like bodily, literally just trying to like, ladies, have you ever had a man that was just literally inside you so good that you thought he was trying to like, you know? Like, damn, are you trying to be a part of me kind of thing? Like, it's that energy where, that oneness, you know what I mean? Like physically trying to embody that spiritual and energetic feeling of oneness. They have that with you, that they feel you are not just like a counterpart, but like of them, like the rib. But here I'm feeling the heart. So where someone isn't that emotionally available, isn't that apt to, you know, feeling as it seems, they see you as their heart. So they learn from you. They see you as somebody who opens up their heart, that allows those stirrings to run, and you're just like that part of the body for them. You're just like that close to them. And God, I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to making love, that's all they're gonna do. There's gonna be no fucking. There's gonna be no having sex. There's not gonna be any getting some. There's not gonna be any of that. Making love. You come home, there's a pot on the stove. You see some shit simmering. You see the steam in that pot. And you say, baby, what is that? And like, yeah, it's just a big pot of love. Just a big pot of love. Oh my God. Y'all. Let's go ahead and just read this Guinevere card too, since we've already been talking about the energy and how she ties in all these cards here. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. But this is about like I said, if clearly love has still been on y'all's mind, you've been thinking about it, it's been there. It hasn't been a focal point, but you've gone through so much hurt that you know that you've made the decision that you're gonna have to look at love in a healthy way. So you fixed yourself, you've gotten yourself together, gotten yourself right. And you said, you know, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I'm resilient, I'm okay, I'm wonderful, I'm a catch, I'm worthy. And it's weird because everything that you have been doing has been bringing this person to you. And even more than that, this person has been watching this transformation. They see you as very loving and nurturing. And I'm going to tell you, if you're already a mother, for the women out there, they see you as a wonderful parent. That attracts them. Also, I do read the energies into the energies that they see you as the perfect partner to have a child with. If, you know, they want to have their child. Now, some of these individuals probably didn't even want a child, but they do with you now. Something that is of you and of they. So when we talk about that oneness and that togetherness, That's actually a way to physically solidify that. You know, it's outside of ourselves at that point when it goes into the creation of a life, but it's still like a physical representation of that oneness of you and they, you know? Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that noise was outside. It's likely, let me close my door. It's likely that wonderful Matthew is home. Gonna close my door. Because when I do my readings, I don't want to bother him, although he feels like he bothers me more than anything. He tries to be like super quiet. I'm like, dude, you're fine, you're fine. I'm always going to be able to channel in. Always going to be able to channel in, but yeah. This is somebody who literally wants to create a life with you. This offer of the Page of Pentacles coming in. I feel like as a very strong person that they are, there's part of your energy that intimidates them. It's because you have such a strong, powerful, present energy, and you don't have to be mean or rash or rude. You just have a strong aura, a strong presence, and they want to figure out how to coexist with it. They don't want to just capture it. They don't want to box it in. They want to just, they want to measure up. But they're not going to sit here in indecision trying to figure out if they should or not. The moving in is definitely going to happen. Look out for that, okay? Look out for that. I see something very, very beautiful here. I feel as though this person can't, look for the person who can't take their eyes off you. Whether it's wherever you go, places that you frequent, if it's at work, if it's at school, if you're schooling, whatever it is. Look for the one that can't keep their eyes off of you. The one you always catch and they just sort of look away, or maybe not. And if it's multiple people, guarantee those are all your options. You're being watched in a good way, not a bad way. Very strongly. Somebody is willing to put all of the eggs in one basket because you're a sure bet. It's like somebody told them what those weekly numbers would be for that Powerball. And they said bet, and they went out and they got those numbers and they hit that jackpot, you know? Yeah, well, it is the 14th. So I definitely am sure I will see you Libras before your December reading with another bonus. But here's your weekly. Love you.